Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the big day. Chuck these away. Well, it's not a massive day, there are bigger things going on in the world, but anyone who loves Predators, it is a big day indeed. This just got delivered about half an hour ago by the Royal Mail itself from ProDirect. I was going to get them from Adidas, I didn't have my size in the end, so I just rushed over to ProDirect. Never typed in my bank account details so quick because I thought they were gonna get all sold out. And of course, when you really want something badly, your bank details just suddenly stop working. So that happened a few times, but I pushed through, and about half an hour later, I got an email. And as you do, screenshot it as well, just to double check to make sure some magic wasn't happening and you lose the email. And they're actually here. So I'm going to do a little unboxing, talk about the boot. It's been a little while since I picked up some official boots, maybe like 4 or 5 years now. I haven't seen anything in the market that really got my attention until they started re-releasing the retro boots, and now these. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's get this open. So it had the tape for ProDirect on the outside, so there was no pretending to anyone what they were when they got delivered, because I do tend to buy too many boots. Here we go. Let's hide this information so you guys don't know where I live. Put that over there. And what else we got? Okay. Just chuck this away so I don't take my fingers off. So there's a white bit of card. No idea what it is. Hello, hello, hello. Don't mind if I do. I'll take freebies. That's a beauty. The big man. Also got his t-shirt here. It goes perfectly, doesn't it? These two colours. As soon as I see this t-shirt, I think about this. As soon as I see these colours, I think about this. So, yeah, special. 45, which I take as the minute that he scored that volley in. So you got a little cardboard protector, which I appreciate for the actual box itself, because I think this box is a bit special. So I've been told. Let's just get rid of that. So you've got Predator Elite FTFG VWR size UK 11. It's quite heavy. Jesus. They're not playing about, are they? This is no standard box. I mean, for the price, you'd expect something nice like this, but I just thought you got to go for the big one, right? But if you're going to do it, especially for a boot that you have been holding out for, you might as well go big. I'm just taking this in. Apologies for the lack of commentary. It's just stunning. I think that's showing Beckham's free kick there, and then the volley over there, 5 and 7. It's just stunning. The mixture of the red and then the white to differentiate the players. Yeah, graphically, big fan. And then it's saying on here, Manchester, England. I can actually, I see what's going on. So that's the time of, well, I assume, Beckham's goal. And then Zidane's we've got on here in that white lettering, which is Glasgow, Scotland, May 15th, 2002, which is news to me. I didn't know that goal was scored. And this is limited collection, even though I've been told that more people than usual are getting hold of them. I've got no problems with that. I think these boots should be there to be made for people to wear, not for just, I guess, a few people just to take and then resell for God knows how much. So let's get on with it. I'm not fulfilling. Alright, I'm trying to do a mixture of me enjoying this experience and you at the same time, so forgive me. Okay, we're going to have to wait a bit longer. So we've got Adidas graphic in the inside there. Let's put that on the side. Okay, comes with a bag. We do love a bag. Material's a bit interesting, I must admit. I was hoping for a bit of a... I'm not huge on the bag, I'll be straight away dead honest. I've had a lot of bags in my time. That was like a plastic warehouse. It's sort of like yeah, the sort of PE bags you get for school when you're younger. I like the retroness to it with the simplistic lines and the Adidas logo without words and the Predator. I like the simplicity, but material I'm not a huge fan of. It does feel very tough. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. At the end of the day, it's somewhat free, so we'll take it. Side here, got some writing that you'll need 2 binoculars to see, so no idea what it actually is. How to clean it. Got some beautiful tissue paper here, which is matching the sort of box on the outside. Bam. Look at that. Damn. Interesting, to be honest, it surprised me because I expected to see the tongues out, so they're tucked inside when they're displaying them, so that threw me off a bit. Look at that. I'm just taking this in. You see videos of it online, but when you see it in person, a lot of things just kind of come out to you. So let's get this tongue out, because that's the way to do it. I think what's going on is the reason they tuck the tongue in as well is so you can see this, I think, this beautiful little addition. You can raise the roof here with a gull, which is the interior, which is talking about Bex's gull back in the day. That is stunning. And then with this one here, you've got the goal from Zidane and the volley. Real special touches. And I think, look, at the end of the day, none of us are Zizou, none of us are Bex, but when you put your boots on and you see it, you see that layering in it, you might go straight to the goal, and you think, you know what, go on, I'm going to have it today. I'm going to have a bit. I'm going to go for that shot, that bouncing body that comes to me, you know, and you think, oh, shall I pass it off? You say, nah, give me a bit of that. So, okay, sorry about that. I just had a wrestling match with the laces, but they're finally done now. I don't want to waste your time with that. So yeah, let's go on where we left. I've noticed as well, I had a little check in this break on the video. The left and right matches the goals they were actually scored in. So Zizou's was actually a left-footed volley, which surprised me. I thought it was right, so it was even better goal. So that's why it has his celebration on there. And then Bex was obviously a right-footed free kick. So then they used the right foot for that. So that's a nice little touch. I was trying to think why they decided to put what for what, and I thought, let me go and have a check. And that just shows like detailed level of design, and I appreciate that when they just think a little bit more about these things, especially when you're paying what you're paying. Oh, look at that. See, that's what makes the boot for me. Like, if you look at it, the reds are a bit muted around here, and I was just waiting for something to pop. It's a beautiful plush, I don't even know what to call it, like blood red, royal red. I'm making up words now, but like a Superman cape red. Really like luxury material. It's going to get walloped every day with the ball, but yeah, really sets it off. And I've been told, I think I saw a video with Trent actually, someone saying, you know, if you're not putting it on these two, then you're doing something wrong. So apparently, none of this behaviour, which I can kind of get it, sort of. He's saying, stick it up there, and I don't know who am I to judge that he's wrong. So that's where I'll put it for now. Same with the other one. Stick that over there. Yeah, really stunning boot. I think I'm surprised at the sleekness of it. I was expecting a bit more of an up shape like that, but it really looks more like one of their sprint boots, like the Aces back in the day. So it's kind of throwing me off a little bit. They've got some still really nice callbacks to the accelerators with the white. And these grip pieces here, they feel really different to the old grip pieces I used to have on some other Predators, so hopefully these stay on a bit more. I'm not a fan of this sort of, like, I think it's supposed to be a snake skin, but this sort of slimy, sort of, it looks like a slug's gone over the boot, but I'm not a massive fan of graphics on my boots. I prefer actual components that make up the different parts, you know, like the old leather ones, each part would be a different thing that created a colour on it. But, you know, the rest of it's stunning, so I can't complain. Got a little accents on the back there. I'm not sure if it's massively necessary. I like that the Adidas doesn't have the name Adidas on it. It's just holding the 3 stripes. Interesting white bits here. Again, not necessarily sure if they're needed. I just wish a little bit more 3D on this boot. I'd like, you know, if you're going to do indents, maybe make them indented into the boot somehow, rather than prints. I'm not huge on too many prints, but look, there's so much beauty in this boot. It's hard to focus on the negatives. It's got a stunning indents all around, so it's not smooth at all. Even forget the white bits. It's got all indents all over it. If I pull up some other retro boots now, you will see what I mean to help compare. So it's the old Prez I used to have with, as you remember, the really spiky, grippy sections. Actually, a few of them have fallen off now, so I've been playing with them for I bought them a long time ago. I only played probably a season worth of football with them, and I've lost about maybe 5 or 6, and some are damaged and coming off. So I was a bit disappointed with that. It kind of made me stop playing with them and just keep them as a sort of a trophy boot, if you say that. But apart from that, great boot. Over here, it looks like they've taken those lessons and they've got these longer pieces, which I would be really surprised if they came off, to be honest. A lot more like, what's the word? Well, a bit more softer in terms of flimsy, so it looks like they'll be able to go with play more rather than resisting so much. They won't snap off because they really will just bend with the ball, which is a nice touch. I love the flow and the swoosh of it all. There's a lot more motion in this boot than what I know Predator for, which is quite a stagnant, solid, bulky, you know, midfielder's boot. If I put up some of the older ones, for example, like the old accelerators here, which I'm sure has taken a lot of inspiration from these new boots. You know, you're looking at a boot that really does have, I guess, that up and down sort of shape. Whereas this really is like more of a smooth line. I do wonder, I've seen people when they've worn them so far, like imagine if your foot's inside here, there seems to be a lot of space for the foot here. You won't normally see as much of that. In most boots it will cut around here, but I'm noticing it does look a bit funny on foot when this space, now I know the tongue's supposed to cover it, but I'm used to maybe the tongue being higher up, starting up here. So that is a bit of an interesting look on the foot. It might not be for everyone. But yeah, I mean, every time I look at them, it's still such a stunning boot. The back has got the 100% legal and what is it? Sorry, 0% fair, which is the original font, I believe, and text that came out when they first released them, which was coming along the lines of, you know, we've got all this huge tech that we've added onto it. I think it was from a guy who moved to Australia, played for Liverpool. I forget his name now, but he designed with Adidas the kind of gripping sections, and they were so different from what was out there at the time that people maybe thought, you know, is the football league going to allow them to be in? So that's kind of a cool slogan when you think of it like that. But yeah, so I mean, this is still just such a beautiful boot. I think when I was talking about less graphics, I meant stuff like this, you know, where you have components and sections, but you know what, you've got to move with the times, and this is a great inspiration of this. Also talking about some other retro boots, these here were a great pair of boots back in the day for me. Really simple, you know, nothing like the beauty of this. However, I think it's just simplicity for me just works, and I think they've got it just about right here. They've got a relatively simple boot with plain colours, you know, the famous colours, and it just sort of works. Just a little bit more detail than what they had on this, because this, you know, really is very simple, and you're not getting a lot of grip or much movement here. You know, it's slightly raised and bobbled, and they kind of incorporated that here, if anything, with more bridges. From a design perspective, you know, this is just a work of art. This is more like a very nice, like, slimline boot, but yeah, it's not harking back to the days of the old Predators for me. This here incorporates it all. You know, you've got, you know, the tongue from one of the Predators, the white stripes like that from the accelerators. They've really done a great job in combining different boots into something that is, I think, will be a classic. You know, it's not copying it so much where you think, oh, it's just a remake. It is its own boot. And in this colourway, I think it's finally found, you know, its home here. Hopefully they release a lot more for people to actually be able to get them. I think they're sold out in a lot of sizes now. Just a note that I bought these in a size 11. And I've been told by a mate who also has picked them up that he's 11 as well, and his are looking a bit tight, so these could be a bit tight on me. I've noticed there's no more 11.5s online, so probably have to hold on to these ones here, but I'd recommend definitely going up maybe at least 2 half sizes than what you normally are. So I'm normally around a 10.5, 11, and these are 11, but I bet you I could do, you know, 11.5 in these, to be honest. So don't be afraid of going on a higher size when you do pick them up, which is really key. Yeah, stunning. Absolutely stink of like a strong plastic smell though. Also notice inside they've got the goals on inside there, either side, sedans. So lots of little touches. Whoever's put time into this has really thought about what does, you know, this is really for an enthusiast, put it that way, and someone who pays attention to the little detail. Again, I'm not massive on the tech aspects of it, of all the different names and the codings. I just touch and feel it, and from feeling it and touching it, I can tell you that, yeah, the ankle support's really good, and one of my favourite ones, similar as they used over here. This little bulgy section here, the ankle hold down, is incredible, and any boot that has that. I've got them in these ones here as well. you know, this section here, having that really makes the Elite worth getting for me. One of the key differences. And they've got that here again, so I assume the fit's going to be like a glove. The pattern, the soles on the bottom are quite familiar. Yeah, soles are slightly different on this one here, but they're relatively the same on each boot you get with Adidas. You know how it works, nothing hugely different. So yeah, it's a sole boot that I'm familiar with and comfortable with, so that's fair. Could have done a bit more with the bottom, but yeah, beggars can't be choosers. And it is a stunning boot. And you know what, I was going to keep them just for looking at, but I can't help myself. I might have to give them a go. Yeah, stunning boot. Appreciate you guys listening in. And yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's Predator Moments. Try and pick them up if you can.